Everyone. In regards to ABS Institute of Technology, I, Aditya Saini, with my team members Arvind Yadav and Divyansh Bharadwaj, would like to present a detailed presentation on valid capsule system. Our project ID is 57 and our project guide is Dr. K. Agarwal sir. First, let me see the problem statement. We all face the challenges of parking and issues related to missing cars or theft. Thus, with my team, I innovated a practical implementation of safe and eco-friendly parking by designing a mobile-based application as valid system or valid capture system. Firstly, one of the major issues why we implemented this project or why we thought of it, as parking is one of the major issues in India and more challenging in larger cities like Lucknow, Bangalore, Mumbai, with over millions of people living in a district or thousands in a small locality. Secondly, with increase in populations come with the issue of living, and last thing people will worry about is parking. So with the sincere guidance of our project guide, we came upon this project that reflects upon the smart parking. Let's get into the importance of it. It is safe due to reliable monitoring services like ANPR surveillance camera that we use in it for capturing the images of the vehicle and number plate, and the information storing of users for future reference, like the software Cloudinary, in which we use to store the information of nameplates, images of the nameplates. And it also reduces the fuel usage as it digitally helps the user to find the desired place of parking rather than driving around and finding the place by roaming around the compound. Next, the solution implementation of it. The challenging part was not coming with an idea but with a minor detail to look into, because there are number of smart parking systems already available all over the internet and they're just working fine. So you have to come with something that is more versatile and eccentric to modern generation usage and easy to handle and easy to use, because some of our users may be old aged and they might not be certain with this technology. So we use this technology to build a strong and reliable system which include all the minor functionality that help in achieving a digital based system using surveillance technology and cloud based system. One of the major problem we can face in the future is data theft, which we are making sure that by using hashing and using a smart contract to uh, hash the information and of the users, and it also uses a mobile based application for users to interact. Next, if we look into the contents, it includes introduction, panels, features, functionality, technology used, working and testing, and the references of how we got the ideas and how we have implemented using these website and take the help of these from these. The main objective of this project is to develop the module for managing the different kind of parking. It has been developed in PHP Laravel framework, and the database we used is basically MySQL. It also includes the panels like admin and vendors. Admin will manage the vendors. Vendors are solely like the parking spots, which are like which can be like Noida metro system station. Vendors will manage the parking boys. It's like admin will manage the parking boys. Admin uses operations like create, read, update, delete, but the vendors or parking boys solely can read but cannot update, delete any information. They can create the information of users by using our mobile based system. The technologies that are used in these are like Cloudinary for saving the vehicle images on cloud, and Postman for API services for admin. Next is what are the different panels we used in it. First of all, you can log in with admin panel. Admin uses add vendors parking locations are like something, and new parking location he can also add. He can also delete and edit the information about the parking location, parking boys, and also number of the total number of the parking boys available. Vendors or admin both can change and log in into the password according to their needs. And next is the secondary is vendor panel, which is like a subset of admin, but it can only read, not edit the information. It can also add the parking location and the parking boys according to its needs. Well, next we go into the features. The main aim of this module is to provide the functionality related to parking space. It tracks information and details of the user. It also stores information in a database for the future use. It also uses securities by using a OTP or a 2FA, which is basically a two-factor authentication using Twilio technology. Cloud implementation provides the backup and the history of the users for future reference. Postman is basically an API service which gives the get and post request from the database in form of the keys to use to the admin for uh, implementing on the application. Owner call option provide one-to-one communication between parking boys and user, which is highly friendly and which is highly reliable also. Next, what are the technology used? It's basically the softwares we used. It's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. These are the commonly based application for designing a website or application. A PHP Laravel, which uses implementation of front end and back end logic, and which designs a framework. MySQL is basically for database, and Postman and Cloudinary and others technology I've discussed above and will tell you in future. So next we go into the hardware used. We can see the ANPR camera, which is the latest and most reliable, and which is a mode of hardware we can use for these smart parking system. It takes the number plate passing vehicles, number of vehicles passed. It reads the number plate using the technology in it, and it also distinguish between the good vehicle, buses and coaches. It uses the vehicle stop and checkpoints. It also help in using to detect the unlicensed operators or number plates also from the database. Next is working and testing. We can see it is a basic login page. Admin and vendor both can log in through it. Next is admin dashboard. In here we can see the parking slots, the total number of parking boys, total vendors, parking location. Admin can change those according to its need. Next we can see the vendors dashboard. It's basically a parking slot, total parking boys, parking location, but we cannot see the total vendors because it is solely based on admin panel and no vendor can change it. Next, some of the entities of the application. We can see the OTP, which will be given on the user's mobile device to hand over the vehicle to the desired user. We can also see the other parking entities, which also take the entities like resend link. We can resend the OTP and handover system, which will help in distinguishing if the car is being handed or not. And next is the database, basically a database for storing the information. Next is backend, which is a Postman API. It uses the services like get and post services for getting the information of the users on a database, and it is basically an based on admin panel. Admin can only change informations. And next are the references of it. So uh, here we stop, and this is a final regard. Thank you for listening to us. It's been a highly regards teaching you about these stuff. It's been a fun enjoying making this project. Hope you get some more ideas from it, and you can create your own project in regard of this using more and more technologies. And it also helps in establishing a more secure based system in our locality and area. And it's been fun. Thank you for all, and it's been over. Bye.